What are red flags in a friendship most people brush away? Continually feeling like you want to say something but should hold your tongue. Being dismissive of all your interests and achievements. Meanwhile everything they do, no matter how mundane, is amazing. Always asking for favors but never there when you need them to return one. You see you got a private message from them and your gut reaction is to start getting nervous or anxious. What is it this time? They only talk to you when all of their other friends are gone. Friends who are always happy to talk about themselves but never once ask you how you're doing or anything engaging you to talk about yourself. Inability or unwillingness to apologize when he or she does something wrong. It's symptomatic of an ego issue that will eventually infect every aspect of your friendship. One-upper friends. Friends that don't let you have any other friends and require 100% of your time when they can't give you the same. My best friend in high school once specifically requested for me to post a picture of us for National Best Friend Day, or some similar holiday. I asked if she'd be posting a picture of us too. No, I have a lot of best friends. But I'm your main best friend so you should post a picture of us, was her response. The next couple years were full of backstabbing, gaslighting, complete with occasional fallings out until we finally stopped speaking. Looking back, I can't believe I didn't see it coming. Friends who gossip excessively. If they're talking about other people, chances are they're talking about you. When they push other people out of the friend group. It happened in my group where there were 5 of us. She joined and basically bullied 3 out of the group. But it wasn't obvious bullying. A lot of things change. Next thing I know I'm being treated like shit to the point I hate myself. Me and my friend managed to leave and make friends with the original 5 again. The one that kicked everyone out is very social and no one really likes her. BC she's not nice but she's now found herself with no friends. They call you only when they need you. They don't ask about you, they just turn every conversation about themselves. When you talk about exams they don't ask you how you did, they just talk about themselves. When you talk about not sleeping well they talk about how they didn't sleep. When you tell them you broke up with your so they talk about their so etc. Reading these comments are helping to calm my anxieties about whether or not I'm a good friend, so thanks for that you all. I've got a friend who loves to talk about himself, everything is always about him. So, when I'm out with my friends in Hess in our group we created a game where you have to drink every time he starts a conversation about himself. It's made it a lot more tolerable. Edit, to those of you who think we do it behind his back, I never said we do. It's something we've talked about with him plenty of times and Hess aware of. Hess not a bad guy at all, it's just how he is. He also doesn't mean anything bad by it. Hess aware we do it, we are all just super close so we've just made a game out of it and now he often catches himself doing it. Edit 2, yes, he will drink with us. As I mentioned he now catches himself often and will realize it and be like ah, shit then we will all laugh and drink together. I'm also not saying I'm perfect, far from it and we've got games and jokes about me as well. Reading through this is making my heart sink with realization. Friends that aren't happy for your success and happiness, but are very close when you're sad. Friends who constantly call you for advice but never take it and continue to involve you in their drama. If you're not going to make moves to improve your situation, stop asking me for help. Passive-aggressive insults to other friends. They never say anything supportive of you. But they will point out your flaws, and can't wait to burn you, because it's funny, to them. And then the follow-up of "you're too sensitive, it's just joking." Good vibes only friends. That mentality is fine to have with yourself. But you can't force that on others. My best friend adopted this attitude and from then on, Whenever I would come to her for support or advice on an issue I was having, she'd cut me off and say, good vibes only, remember? Because I was bringing her down. I put up with it for a long time because I thought she was right, that I was burdening her. But then I finally realized that that's not how real friends act. They're supposed to support and help each other. Edit. Thank you for the silver. And many people are bringing up how some people set up boundaries because they are going through something themselves and can't help someone else at the moment, or that the person will only come to them for negative things. I completely agree. Neither extreme is a healthy friendship. Friends that constantly hit you. Friends who are good to you when one-on-one but constantly put you down in group settings. This is a big sign of insecurity and jealousy. Other signs: inappropriate attention-seeking behaviors, trying to twist the situation on you when confronted about things, not respecting your boundaries, is super friendly with new people but in a disingenuous I wanna be liked the most way, constant gaslighting, getting mad at you for not going by the exact same moral playbook as them. When in group settings they get really uncomfortable and try to change the subject or put you down extra if attention is on you. Acting they like can take constructive feedback but actually taking it out on you in small ways throughout the rest of the day. Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes and the silver. Wish you all the best of luck in ridding yourselves of toxic friendships. Smile. Don't go wasting your time on people who don't treat you with the respect you deserve. Really jealous and possessive friends. I'm a jealous person by nature. And even though my jealousy flares up when I see my friends hanging out with other people, I would never let them know. Why? Because I don't want them to feel bad about doing the things they love, e.g. having a social life outside my little world. If a person tries to box you up because they want you all to themselves, it's not a proof of love or companionship. True love, in any kind of relationship like friends, family, lovers, is shown by respect and allowing the other person to have free will. The ones who create and constantly dominate group chats. Edit. I mean when they act like the alpha dog, or that you're privileged to be in their chat, or like they're the final word on anything posted in it. When you can't trust a damn word they say, or any promise they make to you, you know you don't have a good friend. If you think about them when you read this post. This is subtle and a bit counterintuitive, but beware of the rescuer martyr. The person that's always rushing out to help and give everyone else their all whether or not it's needed or whether the recipient is comfortable with it. They are good people, very well intentioned and saintly in their generosity with their time and energy. However, sometimes it goes to the extreme and then it's more a symptom of a toxic cycle where they only get meaning and self-worth when they are saving someone, or maybe they keep swooping into other people's lives to fix things in hopes that someone will do the same for them. They may have good intentions but they tend not to have good boundaries. They get over-involved in your life, take on way too much and make everyone's problems their own. They end up overwhelmed, mired in drama, and resentful. And then they become the martyr. The problem with being friends with this type of person is that you're not in an equal friendship where you like each other, enjoy spending time with each other, and when there happen to be downs, you support each other through them. It's more like you're a project, everyone's a project, and once you stop being a project you're now support, not just for them and their own problems, but part of the fire brigade for their other projects, which they've internalized as their own problems and drama. If you have had a friend for a long time, but you only seem to be able to talk about memories in the past. Each time you get together or exchange messages, it's remember in high school. Or remember that time when, could be a sign that you both have grown apart and do not have much in common today that you can connect on. Edit. Thanks for the great responses. I am an old and not used to so many great comments. Is it ridiculous to thank people for comments? Yes, probably. I digress. I should have clarified. I mentioned below that fondly reminiscing about the past, crazy stories, inside jokes, those are the foundation of any solid long-term friendship. It's when that is only the extent of your communication that I think it becomes a red flag. I look at it from this perspective: if you were to have an intimate discussion on your future hopes, goals, or just confiding in each other, would it feel forced, awkward, or just unnatural? If so, it's likely because you both can't relate to one another. That's when I think it's a red flag. Op's question is great. It's a red flag that most people ignore because it doesn't seem like a red flag until you really analyze and think about the depth of the conversation you are consistently having.